Bombers are military aircraft designed to attack ground and water targets by dropping air-to-ground weapons, launching torpedoes, or deploying air-launched cruise missiles. Bombing from aircraft first occurred during the Italo-Turkish War, followed by the first major bombing raids during World War I and World War II by air forces. Troops of all major countries, causing heavy damage to many cities, towns, villages, and rural areas. But bombers also have an important role in preventing war from nuclear weapons. In this video, we will take a look at some of the world's leading bombers in operation. Starting with the American B-2 Spirit aircraft. B-2 Spirit. The B-2 Spirit is an American stealth bomber that can rain destructive weapons deep into the enemy's most fortified strongholds. This makes it the ruler of the sky that to date has no equal opponents. The B-2 Spirit, developed by Northrop Grumman, is a multi-mission strategic stealth bomber equipped with stealth by technology. The B-2 Spirit is a multi-role heavy bomber, capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear warheads. The machines have speeds of up to 1,000 kilometers per hour and are designed to be virtually invisible to radar. It is also the most expensive aircraft in the world, estimated to be worth nearly $2 billion each. On November 22, 1988, the first B-2 was launched at the Air Force plant in Palmdale, California, named Spirit. From here, the B-2 marked an important milestone in the process of modernizing U.S. bombers. The bomber is giant in size, with a height of 5.18 m, 21 m long and wingspan 52.42 m, equipped with 4 General Electric F-118 GE100 turbofan engines. It allows the aircraft to reach a maximum speed of 1,000 km per hour, cruise speed of 900 km per hour, flight ceiling of more than 200 m, operating range is about 11,000 km without refueling. The B-2 can carry from 20 to 30 tons of weapons, flying at a speed of more than 1,000 km per hour. The B-2 Spirit once set a record of 34 hours of continuous flight. The B-2's typical weapons include the AGM-154 JSOW Smart Glide Bomb, the AGM-158 JSSM Long-Range Stealth Cruise Missile, and the GBU-57 Penetrating Bomb. The B-2 Spirit's crew has 2 consisting of 1 mission commander and 1 pilot. The B-2 is designed with an internal weapons bay, without any external pylons, to optimize stealth. The aircraft has 2 weapons compartments that can carry 80 Mk-82, GBU-38 JDAM bombs weighing 225 kilograms, or 16 Mk-84, GBU-31 bombs weighing 925 kilograms, 16 B-61 tactical nuclear bombs. Total weapons load is up to 18 tons. With its stealth feature, the B-2 offers flexibility that allows it to penetrate sophisticated enemy defenses and attack well-protected targets. More. A series of upgrades are being implemented to improve the B-2's strike capabilities, including the ability to receive updated information about targets during missions, as well as the ability to collect, processes, and transmits battlefield information to joint force commanders or first responders worldwide. In 2018, the U.S. Air Force outlined a series of upgrades, including nuclear warfare capabilities, integration of a new handling unit, the ability to carry cruise missiles, and system enhancements. Threat warning. It has been reported that the Pentagon is evaluating an unmanned stealth bomber, described as a scaled-down version of the B-2, as a potential future replacement for the B52 Strata Fortress. Close hybrid. B52 Strata Fortress. The B-52 is a strategic bomber with many impressive parameters. It can carry a payload of 31,750 kilograms while flying at a speed of Mach 0.84 with a continuous flight range of 14,200 kilometers without refueling. The B-52's altitude can reach up to 15,240 meters and carries many weapons of all types, from bombs, mines to air-launched cruise missiles in later upgrades. Of course, the B-52 can carry nuclear weapons, which makes it part of the U.S. nuclear triad of intercontinental ballistic missiles, nuclear attack submarines, and fighter bombers. Comb. A B52H Red Gremlin II can carry 6 AGM-86B air-launched nuclear-tipped cruise missiles under each wing, for a total of 12 missiles. The AGM-86B is a weapon with tremendous power, as each missile contains a W-80-1 nuclear warhead capable of creating an explosion with a destructive power of 5 to 150 kilotons, while the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima was only as 13 kilotons. Fortunately, these missiles were never used and remain part of America's strategic nuclear policy. During the Cold War, the B-52 was originally designed to carry atomic bombs, and it continues to operate in this capacity. Each B-52 variant has a variety of defensive capabilities, including 4 rear 50mm machine guns, a 20mm M61 Vulcan rotary cannon, and a variety of defensive missiles. The B-52 has supported operations around the world since its introduction, including flying support during the 1991 Gulf War, NATO operations in the Balkans, and many conflicts in the 21st century. Like the war in Afghanistan, the air campaign against IS. But while continuing to develop a long-range strategic bomber force, the United States still operates the B-52 and plans to use it for many more decades. That's because the B-52 has proven its effectiveness and reliability in various conflicts and missions over the years. Although designed to drop nuclear weapons, it can also drop non-nuclear bombs and missiles. Typically, the B-52 has had up to 1,800 sorties, using conventional weapons to support missions in Syria and Iraq. B-1B Lancer. The B-1 Lancer is a supersonic heavy bomber with swept wings, designed for the U.S. Air Force. The B-1 is one of 3 types of strategic bombers serving the U.S. Air Force, along with the B-2 Spirit and B52 Strata Fortress. As of 2022, the B-1A version was developed in the early 1970s. It was designed to reach speeds of Mach 2 at high altitudes, so the aircraft shell had to be made of titanium alloy and therefore made the cost increase to $70 million at 1975 prices. On the other hand, at that time, only one country could produce titanium alloy, the Soviet Union, which also meant that the US had to import raw materials from the Soviet Union, and if there was a war between the two sides, the US would not be able to manufacture it. Continued production of B-1A. As a result, mass production of the B-1A was cancelled and only 4 prototypes were built. The B-1 is also the bomber capable of carrying the most weapons of all bombers. In 1980, the B-1 project was again noticed because the aircraft had the ability to quickly bomb. Due to the difficulties of building the B-1A, the design requirements for the B-1B version were reduced, with the B-1B's maximum speed only reaching Mach 1.25. The B-1B was approved and entered service with the U.S. Air Force in 1986. The B-1 was first used in combat in 1998 during Operation Desert Fox. It continues to support U.S. and NATO troops in Afghanistan and Iraq. B-1B's squadron consists of 4 people. The aircraft has a length of 44.5 m. Wingspan when spread is 41.8 m, when folded is 24 m. The height of the aircraft is 10.4 m. Wing area 181.2 square meters. The aircraft can carry a weapons load of up to 56,700 kilograms. The empty weight of the aircraft is 87,100 kilograms. Loaded weight 148,000 kilograms. Maximum takeoff weight 216,400 kilograms. High load capacity thanks to being equipped with 4 General Electric F101 GE102 turbofan engines. The B-1B can reach a maximum speed of Mach 1.25. The combat radius is 9,400 kilometers. Operating range is up to 12,000 kilometers without weapons and 9,400 kilometers when carrying 34 tons of weapons. The flight ceiling of the B-1B is 18,000 m. The aircraft has 6 external pylons that can carry 23,000 kilograms of weapons and 3 internal weapons compartments that can carry 34,000 kilograms. B-1B can carry many types of bombs, such as smart bombs, conventional bombs, mines, guided bombs, tactical missiles, and even nuclear bombs. From 1984 to 2001, 10 B-1s were destroyed in accidents that killed 17 pilots. From 2002 to 2019, 2 more B-1s were destroyed due to accidents. A total of 12 aircraft were lost in accidents, accounting for 11.5% of the B-1 aircraft built. The B-1 is also an aircraft that can be compared to the Russian Tu-160. Tupolev Tu-160 is a heavy supersonic strategic bomber with a swept-wing design. This was the last strategic bomber of the Soviet Union before its dissolution, and is the largest bomber with a speed more than twice the speed of sound Mach 2.05 ever built by humans. The Tu-160 is designed to destroy the most important targets in remote military geographical areas with nuclear and conventional weapons. In a February 2022 article, Sputnik said that the upgraded Tu-160M strategic bomber will be the first aircraft in the world to have reverse launch missiles. On the new Tu-160M, a rear observation radar is installed, allowing the aircraft to use so-called reverse launch missiles for air-to-air and surface-to-air self-defense. Such air-to-air missiles will follow the target designation of the aircraft's tail radar aimed at targets located behind the Tu-160M. The use of radar from the rear of heavy bombers is most appropriate, since these are low-maneuvering vehicles. They cannot have enough time to turn their nose towards the enemy. The Tu-160M2 aircraft has been significantly modernized with 80% of systems and machinery replaced. The refurbishment effectively turns the Tu-160M2 into a new aircraft, retaining only the airframe of the iconic bomber, which entered service in the late 1980s. The Tu-22M is a long-range, supersonic, swing-wing, maritime strike bomber developed in the Soviet Union. Performing combat missions, Tu-22M aircraft often use cruise missiles as their main weapons. However, depending on the situation, this type of aircraft can also carry nuclear weapons or other conventional weapons to participate in combat. A Tu-22M can carry at most 10 Kh-15 missiles, enough to destroy solid targets deep underground or industrial parks with an area of several 100,000 square meters. In addition, when conditions allow, the Tu-22M can also carry anti-radiation Kh-15 missiles, performing air defense suppression tasks. Compared to the Tu-16 bomber, the Tu-22M's biggest advantages are its payload of at least 12 tons, speed of 1,750 km per hour and combat radius of over 3,000 kilometers. Compared to the F-111 or Su-24 fighter/bomber, the Tu-22M's ammunition load capacity and flight range are much greater. The bomb and ammunition compartment on the Tu-22M is larger than that of the F-111 and Su-24. The Kh-22 missile weighs 6 tons, is 11 m long, and has a diameter of 0.9 m. If you use a Su-24 aircraft, you will not be able to hook it. On the other hand, if it could carry a Kh-22 missile, the Su-24 could not operate within a range of 3,000 kilometers, nor could it have a high attack speed like the Tu-22M. In the mission of attacking enemy ships, the Tu-22M aircraft also maximizes its payload capacity and operating range. Because only the Tu-22M can carry 3 Kh-22 missiles and ensure combat within a range of 3,000 kilometers, and only Kh-22 missiles can break through large defense areas of aircraft carriers and threaten enemy aircraft carriers. The missile's range of 500 kilometers is enough to ensure aircraft safety, especially in conditions where the enemy is only equipped with aircraft that are unable to maintain surveillance flight time at this distance around the aircraft carrier. Second, with its fast speed, the Tu-22M can break through to avoid enemy missile interception. Third, the Kh-22 missile uses an explosive capacity of up to 1 ton, making it very suitable for attacking aircraft carriers thanks to its ability to break through the thick and hard steel shell on the ship's hull. The biggest change is the modern digital radio-electronic complex, including navigation, communication, targeting, jamming, engine control, and automatic fuel supply control systems. In addition, the aircraft is equipped with 2 NK-32-02 engines with more than 19 tons of thrust and higher fuel consumption. The Tu-22 M3M also has the ability to refuel in the air, helping it exceed the previous parameters of a flight range of 6,800 kilometers, a combat radius of 3,000 kilometers, and a flight time of 5 hours. The Tupolev Tu-95 is the most successful and longest-serving heavy strategic bomber of the Tupolev series, built in the Soviet Union during the Cold War. In service since 1956, as of 2017, the Tu-95 is still actively operating and is expected to continue operating in the Russian Air Force at least until 2040. The Tu-95 uses 4 Kuznetsov NK-12 turboprop engines with dual coaxial propellers rotating in opposite directions and is still the highest-speed turboprop aircraft in operation. To date, this is still the only strategic bomber using a turboprop engine ever in operation. A naval version of this aircraft is designated Tu-142. The Tu-95 can be seen as a counterweight to the U.S. Air Force's B52 Flying Fortress. Part of the reason for extending the life of this aircraft is because the configuration of the Tu-95 is suitable for conversion for many purposes. By 2023, out of over 500 Tu-95s built, only 13 will be lost due to accidents, accounting for 2.6% of the aircraft built, while the B52 has an accident rate of up to 12.6% of aircraft built. Tu-95MS Bear-H is a version designed to carry completely new cruise missiles based on the Tu-142 chassis. This variant is considered the launch pad of the KH-55 cruise missile. Bear-H is the name given to the Tu-142 by the U.S. military before the 1980s, when they did not yet know its designation. Maximum takeoff weight 188,000 kilograms. Tu-95MS has a maximum speed of 925 kilometers per hour. Flight range 15,000 kilometers. Flight ceiling 12,000 m. Takeoff speed 10 meters per second. The aircraft is equipped with 1 to 2 23mm AM2 cannons in the tail turret and air-to-ground cruise missiles. All Tu-95s currently operating in Russia and Ukraine are Tu-95MS variants, built in the 1980s and 1990s. Development of a new air-to-ground missile to replace the Raduga KH-55 cruise missile has been underway since the early 1990s, but due to technical factors and financial difficulties, it was cancelled. The Tu-95 also dropped the most destructive nuclear bomb in human history called Tsar Bomba on the Kola Peninsula in 1961. The appearance of this powerful weapon also raises many questions about the global balance of power and the possibility of escalating military tensions. Will it create a new arms race? Or will it be an effective deterrent tool, contributing to maintaining world peace? If you feel this video is useful, please like and share the video to support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next interesting content. Thank you for watching.